Okay guys, first and foremost, welcome to the video. Right, what we're going to start off in is going to be our southpaw stance. So our left leg is going to be behind, right leg is going to be in front, conventional guard up as if you're doing a Muay Thai or a boxing stance. From here, we're going to start off with our switch lead leg roundhouse kick. So from here, what we're going to do, 1, 2. That kick is going to be aimed either at the opponent's front to do the obvious damage to the ribs, to the stomach, or it could be striking to their arm as well. Constant striking to your opponent's arm eventually is going to start wearing your opponent's arm down. It's going to start dropping. So their guard drops, which has the obvious benefit of if their guard is down, you can then strike to the head quite easily. So our first feint, what we're going to do, we're going to get our opponent thinking that they're going to be tensing up their upper body because that kick is going to start coming up to their either their front or to their arm. So we're going to start throwing off a few. 1. We've struck our opponent's arm. 2. Strike their arm again. 3. Striking their arm again. So your opponent's now going to start thinking, okay, Sam's only concentrating about striking my arm, so I'm going to get ready for that next kick to come in. I'm going to be tensing up in a guard. I'm going to start tensing a muscle to do less damage to myself. When he starts thinking that, that's when you're going to change your plan. So from there, you're going to start off the same, switch. Opponent sees that, so he's going to start thinking, okay, that kick's going to start coming into my upper body, to my arm, to my chest. But instead, low, to the thigh. So, the whole routine from beginning to end. Throw a few to the arm, switch, arm. Switch, arm. Switch, arm. Switch, thigh. So that's feint number 1. Okay, feint number 2, we're going to start off exactly the same. Southpaw, guard up. We're going to do those switch lead leg roundhouse kicks to the arm or to the front of the body. So start off the same again, throw a few feints in. 1, 2, 3. Now from here, again, your opponent's starting to think, okay, you're only concerned about switch kick to my upper body. They're going to be expecting a kick, so when you do your switch again, they're going to do exactly the same as before. They're going to think, okay, let's prep ourselves for a roundhouse kick. And instead, what you're going to do is this. 2, 3, punch. When you do that punch, make sure that punch comes out at the same time as that front leg switches back. It's not going to be switch, punch. It's not going to be punch, switch. It's going to be punch. Okay guys, so our third feint, again, is going to start exactly the same, just a little bit closer this time. So we're going to be extremely close, as a matter of fact. So from here, we're going to do exactly the same. Switch, bam, catch the arm. Again, switch, bam, catch the arm. Third time, switch, bam, catch the arm. Again, your opponent's thinking, all I'm concerned about is just kicking his arm, punishing that arm with those switching roundhouse kicks. So when I do my fourth feint, what's going to happen? 3. Elbow. If I'm out at a distance like I am before and try doing that technique from here, fair enough, the kick can strike. However, try to do the elbow, it's out of range because elbows are close range techniques anyway. So that's one of the reasons why you have to be so close when you do this. You can still catch with your kicks for the feints from this distance because you're switching back, you're getting a little bit of distance in order to play around with your hips to land those kicks. So don't worry about the kick distance, as long as you still remain in distance to be able to stroke the elbow. Okay guys, so the fourth feint, we can start off a little bit of distance this time, like the first 2 techniques we did. Same again, southpaw stance. Make our opponent think we're only interested about that switching lead roundhouse kick. So starts off exactly the same as the others. 1 to the arm. 2 to the arm. 3 to the arm. This time, front kick. Again, slow-mo. Switch. And with our lead leg now, the left leg, we're raising and doing a teep. Aimed either at the opponent's belly Or if you want to be really vicious, goes to the head. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. The teep won't have that much power because your momentum is coming backwards. However, what your teep will actually do, from there, 1, it can unbalance your opponent. 2, it acts as a surprise. As I said before, your opponent is still expecting that switch for you to come in with a roundhouse kick. They're not expecting short, sharp teep to their body or to their face. So it's not going to be powerful, but it will add an element of surprise, and it can unbalance, especially if they're going to be on a single leg coming back with a kick of their own to you. So guys, those are 4 feint techniques from the lead leg switching roundhouse kick. Give them play, see how they work for you. Two, 3, elbow.
Just find yourself logging back onto my clips.